All right, we ran the extension cord over the house, over the truck, and down in the, let me show you, down in the door. Check this open sign out. Is that cool or what? So this truck doesn't move. We used to start it every 3 months, but we stopped starting it. But this holds some of the smoker wood. And then this one is for sale. We don't use a chipper. And then this one's for sale. These are both chip trucks. This one runs. This one needs some work. I put a brand new, I put newer tires, newer rear end, different transmission, newer front tires. I rebuilt the motor. Put a new deck in it, and then it caught on fire. So it needs a dash and a wiring harness and some cosmetic work, but it's an awesome truck. We just don't use it no more. That's an awesome truck, 7.3 diesel. That's a 370 gas industrial motor. Anyway, back to the sign. So this is going to be able to be turned off and turned on from the office. We ran the cord right in, so basically when we close the firewood endeavors, we can just flip a switch and this will be off. But this thing is super bright at nighttime, and it gets dark like around 6:30, so it'll be running up until about 10-11 o'clock. But it was only like 40 bucks on Amazon, and then I picked up a cord off of Home Depot for like 20 bucks. So this whole setup minus the labor was like, just figure everything 100 bucks. So if we sell a couple more wheelbarrows of firewood, it'll pay for it, like 5 of them, or 4. Four now. It's 25 bucks a wheelbarrow. So anyway, that's what we're up to today. And I'm just gonna start using these for our bar and chain oil. It's easier to pour, and you can see what's in the jug. So that's what I'm doing today. And we're done at the shop. I think we made a video earlier about splitting firewood. This is our process. Okay, I think we're gonna start building these splitters. So I'm not sure what the price will be, but this is the best thing since sliced bread, man. If you have one of these, it's going to increase productivity, and it's much easier. You hold the wood up, you cut it into blocks, and then you split it, and you split it into these bins. And then once you split it into the bins, if you have a skid steer, you take the bins over here, and then you split the chunks into firewood on the kinetic energy log splitter. And then we usually have a bin here, and we fill it up. And then once it's filled up, we move it to here. So this is the final product. So this is the easiest, fastest, most efficient way. One guy can do the whole entire process, and then we keep all the cherry in one spot, oak in one spot, blackjack in one spot, and then our trash is there. So we have about 10 containers, I think, or 14 containers. 10 are for finished product, and then we have, I think, 3 or 4 or more for the bulk splitting. And then this here, when we overrun and get all our totes full, this is our overflow. So we got 4 huge cages, and I haven't put the mats under them yet. This is what the stall mats look like. So see, you just got to barely spray Roundup or weed killer weed just a little bit. But this is all hard packed clay, and then lime rock. What we do is we put lime rock first, and then get some of that paver gravel, put that under there, pack it down nice and smooth and flat, and then you put the stall mats on top, and then you park all your equipment and stuff on top of that, and it's a lot less maintenance. See, the lime rock keeps a lot of the weeds down, but you see how the weeds are growing through. So we're gonna pull it all out, repack it, put stall mat down, then put everything back in place, and then you'll eliminate 99% of all that weed stuff. And it'll just be cleaner, neater, more organized, better drainage, all the whole nine. So anyway, this is our setup. We had 3 of them, but we sold one. They're basically SK800s, SK52, S752, SK755. They're all about the same thing. They all have enough power to run a log splitter. And so this is where the new super split's gonna go. I'm gonna keep this gas powered one for backup. I've had this thing for almost 10 years and it still works good. And all you gotta do is replace the this bar here, and then that bar in the middle. So it's like a rack and pinion system. But if you're careful when you pre-split and you don't like kill it, these things last almost forever. There's just a few wear points. And of course we'll have the electric motor. So we have 220 on the other side, and we also have 220 from the hot water heater. So all I got to do is run a 220 cord. We got an extra 220 plug anyway. So I had two dedicated 220s. That's for an electric car. Well, it's a dryer. And then this other one is for the Tesla or electric car or the Nissan Leaf. So we actually have, I can split off of that and run that, because we're never going to be probably charging the electric car, because the Tesla's Cybertruck's going to be here. It's going to be plugged into that one, and this one here is for basically the Nissan Leaf, which I don't drive as much anymore to the shop, and I don't need to charge it because I have a charger across the street from my house. So or I can park it out there, right there, and plug it in. So I don't really necessarily need to use this if we're using the log splitter. And you could probably run both at the same time anyway, honestly. I don't think it'd matter. But we're gonna run one at a time. So this is a setup. I think this is the most efficient setup if you don't have a firewood processor. If you just have one guy and you already have a skid steer, and you have a way to split it with the skid steer. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please crush the like button, and we'll be back with some more firewood processing when we get the electric log splitter. I also have another one of these, but it's just lower to the ground. This is the oldest one, but we prefer the height of it. All right, have a great weekend, what's left of it. Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas and all that good stuff. Later.